Wealthy Rising Legacy Builders. Legacy Builders. Yes, we're building legacy. I'm Ashley, aka Wealthy and Winning, aka Legacy Building Lady. We're doing the best of both worlds because the aspect of us that's important is our overall wellness, and that's rooted in the work that I do, our subconscious mind, and how we take care of our inner bodies, our inner worlds, as well as our outer worlds, our physical. So I help take care of the inner world through subconscious consulting and energetic consulting work, as well as outer body by designing movement plans to help you stay healthy and mobile and processing things the way you need to process them. And in that work, we have to do some heavy inner lifting, okay? We have a lot of work that we must process as regressionists. That's a key component of what we do. We got to be taking care of our own inner verses, our inner worlds. And in me doing this type of work, I'm always coming into revelation about myself and just things that we're experiencing. So in that, I love to share it. Okay? So I was thinking about and just going into my heart space to see, how do I feel about, relationships? And relationships show up in many different forms. And if I'm transparent or authentic in my expression, the truth is I have healing to do all the way around. And one of the aspects that I'm working on is mastering healthy expression. Because in my household, we didn't experience like authentic expression. Like if you felt something and you likely thought it might hurt somebody's feelings or cause conflict or what you may perceive as conflict, you didn't say it. And then in addition to that, if there was some type of disagreement, it was argumentative. In addition to that, as far as external family, meaning family outside the household, if we felt they caused conflict, we just stayed away from them. We were recluse, like staying to ourselves. So with this, I have a lot of room and growth. For handling conflict and being authentic in my expression. And I feel I'm not alone, because if I'm not alone, feel free to chime in and share your story, because I'm always wanting to gain more awareness so I can help myself more and help my clients. So definitely chime in on that. But in relation to like romantic relationships or opposite sex relationships, for me, because yes, I love the opposite sex. That's what we love, the opposite sex, just so you know. Okay, anyway, with that, I recognize that in the household that I grew up in, and I love my father to life. He has gone on to other realms and dimensions, but I love him to life. Alright, so I love him to life. At the same time, and just things that he shared with me growing up, my mother's expressing her challenges with him and things he was exposed to at a young age, I'm aware he had a lot of trauma. And due to the fact that I feel he had all this trauma, there was a bit of a wall in really interacting with him. Now, did I doubt that he loved me? Oh, absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt, I know my father loved me. No question. At the same time, I recognize where his unhealed trauma created barriers or stress for him in his life when it came to working on jobs or being in a corporate system and just really evolving as a being. It created a lot of stress. So with that, yes, I knew my father loved me, but we didn't have, as far as expressing with each other and just really bonding on a deep level, that wasn't our dynamic. And so what that has done for me is that a lot of times, whether I'm aware of it now, I'm of course way more aware now, I have had that pattern with relationships that I've gotten myself involved in, whether it's my my former partner or husband, my child's father, or yeah, other dynamics I've been in. That's been a thing where there's some type of trauma that they've experienced at a young age, which creates a barrier for them either receiving affection, or there have been cases where these individuals have experienced trauma and they're not aware that how can I say it? Their perception of a relationship or intimacy only involves physical intimacy, and physical intimacy in the form of sex. And for me as a being, that's a major disconnect, because I love sex. Yes, I do. I love it. It's a part of expression. And I realize a lot of times we look at sex not in its from the higher aspects of what it can do for us, but more so just the lower aspects. But it's a beautiful thing and very healing and very healthy when done with the right people in the right way at the right times. So a person, though, that's not really aware of the other aspects of intimacy, because there's other ways, that you can express intimacy. A lot of times they're not aware. They just think like, well, I don't understand. You're not affectionate. And I'm very affectionate. However, what I know about myself is I'm a full spectrum, full house, from the perspective of I want to experience all the intimacy with you. For example, I was super excited. I've been super excited to get like these different accolades or recognitions from various places. And because I'm aware of, sometimes the people I'm in relation with, and they may think, oh, this is not a thing, but it's totally a thing. I may not share my excitement with them because they feel some type of way about what I'm doing. They don't feel it's something I should be doing. I'm not approaching it the right way, whatever it may be. And that's a disconnect for me. Like, if I'm excited and putting my heart into something, I want to be able to share it with my significant other. He should feel just as much joy, or even more joy, if you will, but joy for what I'm doing, that I'm evolving in this way. And if I can't share that with you, that's a disconnect for me, a major disconnect. And so with all that realization and revelation, I've been working on communicating more clearly about these things with myself and others, from the perspective of, so I'm clear, so when I'm allowing things to come into my experiences, it's really things that align with me. And I also know we all, I don't want to say we all, there's quite a few of us, we'll just say it that way to be a level of more accurate, but there's quite a few of us that have experienced trauma, whether it has to do with relationships, whether it has to do with sex. A lot of us have experienced trauma. So with that, it is finding out, okay, through regression work and inner work, how can I evolve past this trauma? Like, what do I recognize, that's going on within myself? How is it showing up for me? And what are some ways or tools that I can use to help myself evolve and align more with what I want to experience? So that's really what I can help you to do as a regressionist or subconscious consultant. I can help you to do those things. And of course, the experiences may vary per person, depending upon the nature of the session we have and the levels of trauma and how you process things, because there are some of us, that process things in a more heavy or intense way than others. So never want to act like just, overnight it can be fixed, but with real intentful work and dedication, like I've been doing with my own work, it's been freaking incredible. Like, I'm just so grateful, and grateful for the awareness, the evolution, the growth, and grateful that we exist, like people that do subconscious consulting or regression work, because we're amazing. And we really serve in a really amazing way. Like, and that's not taken away from other people and work that they do, but the kind of impact that we're able to make, it's amazing. It's really amazing. So I'm grateful to be in this space, and we're always working on our craft, always working on ourselves. Like I said, very much so a necessary thing in the work that we do. So I'm grateful for the work, and I definitely encourage, you all to invest in yourself. It's one of the greatest things I ever did. Now, of course, I went all in by becoming an actual regressionist, and you're welcome to do that too. I know my instructor, Q Reeves, he's been having courses, and I know he has one coming up in August. I'm not sure if it's already full or not, but yeah. Either invest in the actual regression work itself, or become a regressionist. Like, and I would study under him. I'm gonna be honest. I know the way we approach it is very unique and very impactful. So that's why I would definitely say study under him, because from the clients that I've worked with and that my peers or fellow regressionists have worked with, shout out to my regression tribe. It's been they have incredible experiences with us, and it's very unique and very impactful because how we are taught. And so I'm grateful for that, because one thing I love is knowing that I'm a part of a system or a practice that can really make an impact, a sustaining impact for those, like I said, who are serious about it. Because with anything, your dedication, your will, and desire do factor into the work that we do as well. But yeah, invest in yourself. Be dedicated to your transformation. And get a regression. Get a regression. Invest in yourself. You'll be so grateful that you did it. It's very transformational. All right. So yeah, I wanted to tap in and say that this rising, you all have a magical and amazing moon day. Find time to rest. Take time for yourself. Love you all. Peace.